What's up, everybody? This is Tanner from TanmanBaseballFan.com. Happy November. It is November 1st, and we still have baseball to play. I am so excited about that. It was a great game last night. I thought we were done for after the first inning. I was having these like horrible flashbacks of what the Red Sox did to the Astros. Last thing you want to see is like some team blow out another team like in the first inning or whatever. So awesome game. Loved it. Super happy we have more baseball to play and don't have to wait until March to see it or whatever. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about something today that I run into quite a bit, and you've probably seen this as well. You've probably noticed in the past year and a half, there are a lot of new people in the hobby, which is great. I mean, it has like some negatives that come with it, of course, as well. Um, but there's a lot of positives. And I'm very happy to see a bunch of people. And obviously, a lot of us that have like some really cool cards are happy to see the prices of our cards go up as well. It's just kind of what happens when you see this massive influx of people coming into the hobby, of course. Um, but there is one thing that I want to kind of encourage everybody to do. I'm noticing a lot of really rude behavior from a lot of people online. So, social media, the forums. Here's what's been happening a lot, and I'm sure you've seen this too. You have somebody come up and they post something on one of the Facebook groups, or Twitter, or Instagram, or one of the forums, and they'll say, "How much is this card worth?" And it turns out it's like a 1989 Donruss Bo Jackson or something, like something that's not really worth much money at all. And you have a boatload of people that are just like, "You're an idiot. You probably think this is $100. Are you a scammer? You're lazy. Go look it up yourself." And the problem is these people are new a lot of times to the hobby. They don't really know what they have, or maybe they're rekindling this flame that was from their childhood, and they want to jump into the community and they want to see how much their cards are worth. My old pastor, actually, well, current pastor still, but he's about to go somewhere else. He actually just wrote me on Twitter about an hour ago or so asking about some prices of cards. And I also noticed on Facebook there was somebody that said, hey, how much is this 87 Donruss Diamond King Canseco card worth? I don't remember who the person was. I mean, I don't remember anybody that responded to it or whatever, but I do remember some people were saying, you're lazy, go look it up yourself. And the problem is a lot of these people simply don't know how to look it up. And so I think probably I'll give you a couple tips for those of you all that are new and don't know how much your cards are worth. But I want to encourage all of the people that are in the know and how to do this to show these people kindness. We can be really good ambassadors to this hobby to welcome these people in with open arms. And, so we don't want to scare them away or leave them with like a bad taste in their mouth. I think we want to welcome them in and show them how kind we can be. It's a great hobby, and it's an even greater community. So I want everybody to experience that. So whenever you have somebody coming in saying, you're an idiot or whatever, like right on, right at the very beginning, that doesn't help anybody. It just doesn't help anybody at all. So for those of you all, so I guess I could give some tips for not just the people that are newbies into the hobby to look up and see how much their cards are worth, but also for those guys that want to help but don't really know what to tell other people how to look up their cards. Number one, the thing that I think a lot of people get tripped up on is whenever they're trying to look up the prices of their cards, they go to eBay. So you look up, I had a friend ask me about a 1990 Donruss Bo Jackson the other day. They saw something on eBay and they said, "Why is this card worth $50 or selling for $50 or $100 on eBay or whatever?" So, well, if it's not the aqueous, then that's not really what it's worth. A lot of people tend to look at eBay like what really is up there right now and base their value on what's up there. But the thing is you can't really do that because anybody can put up whatever price they want. For instance, I could go and have like a 1990 Fleer Felix Jose put it up on eBay and I could ask $100 for it. Just because I put $100 on it doesn't mean it's worth $100. So what a lot of people should do whenever they're looking for the value of the price is not even look at the sold listings of eBay, because unfortunately, whenever somebody takes a best offer, it doesn't show how much that card sells for. There's like Sometimes there will be like a line through it that says best offer accepted. Sometimes it won't even have that, and it still doesn't have the right price. So, and you've got to keep on your toes with this as well, because a lot of times there are other methods that I've talked about in the past year or two, and just like clockwork, one after the other just doesn't seem to work anymore. So what you want to do right now is, if you could go to the number 130pt.com, P as in Paul, T as in Tom, so 130point.com. Right now that works. Will it work tomorrow? I don't know. But that's the best way to go about getting the real sales prices. That way you look at eBay and you see the 90 Donruss Bo Jackson that people are selling for $50 or $100 over here. But then you go to 130pt.com over here and you notice that they're actually selling regularly for 50 cents or something. That's the actual value. That's what people are actually paying for these cards. Okay, so that's what you want to look at. Another thing that's very helpful is if you have an eBay sellers account, there's something under My eBay Selling and Research. There's a research tab there that you can do that. That you can use that. So I think 130pt.com probably goes for about 3 months back or so. I could be wrong. Somebody can correct me in the comments. But TerraPeak, that's under the research tab in eBay. If you have a seller's account, I believe that goes back about a year, which is great. So there are other things that I have noticed that have worked in the past, like I said before, and I posted this on YouTube as well. And one by one, they stop working. I don't think eBay wants that best offer, those best offer prices to be advertised for some reason. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. So tell people that if they're asking, be kind. That very well might be why I'm still in the hobby as well, because I remember, because my card shop dealer from locally when I was a kid, he was kind to me. I called, it's the Bullpen in Fresno, by the way. I called that shop every single day asking a price of it, a question about value or an error. Like speaking of the 90 Fleer Felix Jose, I noticed that when I opened a pack of 90 Fleer, there was a bat that went over the logo of the A's. I had to call them up. I go, hey, is this an error? If so, how much is it worth? Every single day they picked up the phone, and my mom said, hey, Tanner, you've got to limit it to one call a day, which is just so funny. But because I probably would have called them 10 times a day if I want to. But they were always kind to me, and that stuck out to me even after all these years. It was just, and I couldn't imagine how crushing that would be for 9-year-old Tanner to have his hero, the card shop dealer, to say, stop calling me, kid, or whatever. Maybe I wouldn't be in the hobby anymore. So everybody, please be kind to these newcomers, be helpful, and that's really all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day.